Welcome to Michigan's WW1 Centennial News Report for June 2014, the eve of the Great War. I'm your host, Dennis Skupinski. The time is June 1914 in Michigan. The trees and the grass are green, the warm wind is blowing, and flowers are in bloom. In a few short weeks, Europe will be at war. But what does that mean for the residents of Michigan? And now it's time for a WW1 Centennial State Update. In the town of Coleman, Michigan, a Veterans Memorial has just added a WW1 soldier to it. It presently has soldiers from the Iraq-Afghanistan War, Gulf War I, Vietnam, Korea, and World War II. With the addition of the WW1 soldier, the total is now 6 soldiers at the Veterans Memorial in Coleman, Michigan. During June of 1914, it was fairly typical in Michigan. The grass and the leaves are finally green, flowers were blooming, and farmers had planted their seeds. People were enjoying the warm weather and having fun. There was no reason for them to think that this June of 1914, would be special in any way. School would soon be out and the kids would be able to have fun. Of course, there were daily chores for them to do, but there would be time to go to the yacht club or go canoeing in Belle Isle, or perhaps take a cruise to Put-in Bay. Summertime in Michigan could be a wonderful time for young and old. In June of 1914, the Austro-Hungarian Empire was one of the largest in the world. Heir to the throne was Archduke Franz Ferdinand. On June 28th, Gavrilo Princip, along with 5 other conspirators, killed the Archduke and his wife in Sarajevo. Gavrilo Princip was captured, along with the conspirators who helped him plot the murder of the Austro-Hungarian heir to the throne. Meanwhile, diplomatic circles began to buzz. Nobody wanted war, and nobody thought that war would come as a result of this assassination. But tensions were running high in Europe, and statesmen were trying to work out deals with different countries. In the meantime, the heads of the countries went on summer vacation. Over the next 5 weeks, statesmen issued ultimatum after ultimatum, and sought assurances from their allies that if they were attacked, they would come to their defense. Believing that God was on their side, nobody was backing down in this game of chicken. As the European countries aligned themselves for war, it's hard to imagine that a small group of radicals who killed the Archduke Franz Ferdinand could have such a large impact on the political environment in Europe. The environment of imperialism and entangling alliances would eventually lead to a massive international conflict a month later, known as the Great War. Meanwhile, back in Michigan, it was difficult for the average person to understand the entangling alliances and the current diplomatic situation that ensued. Most people in Michigan didn't care about what went on in Europe. It was summertime in Michigan. Time to enjoy yourself and the weather. For those who did follow the European crisis, they followed it as they would a sporting event. After all, Europe was over 3,000 miles away from them, and what went on in Europe didn't really affect the average person in Michigan anyways.